Alright guys, I'm back with my review of this week's WWE Monday Night Raw for September 23rd, 2013. And the show starts off with a tribute to Angelo Savaldi. He was a wrestler who passed away. He was almost 100, so he was way before my time, but I thought it was cool they did this tribute for him. Vince McMahon narrated it. And then we get the show, which has the 10 wrestlers who ran out at the end of Raw last week to help Daniel Bryan. And they're all lined up on the ramp. Triple H and Stephanie McMahon come out, and you think they're going to punish them, but Triple H says he wants to thank them. And he knows it had nothing to do with Daniel Bryan. And then RVD says, "Whoa, we did this for Daniel Bryan. You screwed him, you could screw us." And Triple H says, "You guys are just frustrated because Daniel Bryan is getting all these title opportunities that you feel you should get, and you're frustrated with the Shield. So tonight it's going to be the 10 of them plus Daniel Bryan against the Shield in a handicap elimination match. So I expect a lot of shenanigans later on. And the fans can vote on who gets to face Randy Orton. You got Dolph Ziggler, RVD, and R-Truth. So pretty sure RVD is going to win that. It's Kofi versus Del Rio, and they actually mentioned that Kofi will still be in the handicap match later. And this match started kind of slow. I was thinking, man, this is pretty boring. But this ended up being a good match here. Del Rio wins with the arm breaker. There was a couple bad spots, like Del Rio came off the top and Kofi went for a drop kick and just missed by a mile. But then there was another spot where Kofi countered the Tilt-A-Whirl backbreaker with this crazy-ass DDT move. And I actually got into this match, so this was good stuff. So, Miz is back. He was here on Raw. I couldn't believe it. After Randy Orton killed him, laid him out in front of his parents, stomped on his head with a chair, and all that crap he did to him last week, Miz is here. And Triple H comes up to him before he can say anything, and he says, "Look, Miz, I know you're probably pissed off at Randy Orton, but he'd probably kick your ass tonight since you're still injured if you go up to him. So I'm going to put you in a Miz TV segment because the fans here in Chicago, they want their Miz TV. The fans boo, and Triple H says his guest will be the Big Show." Then we get the Bray Wyatt family, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan versus Darren Young and Titus O'Neil. And during this match, the lights went out for like 3 seconds. And I thought Kane was going to come out, but apparently it was just a botch by the production crew. So the lights come back on. Luke Harper beats Titus O'Neil with the spinning clothesline, and Bray Wyatt lays out Darren Young with the Sister Abigail. I don't know if this is the end of the whole Darren Young push. The Usos are the new #1 contenders to the tag titles, and it seems like the Primetime Players haven't really been winning as much as they were a couple weeks ago. You know, when the whole TMZ thing was going on. So I thought that was kind of interesting here, but who knows? I mean, they are still part of this whole Daniel Bryan group of guys, and you could say they are getting some screen time because of that, but so is Justin Gabriel and Zack Ryder. And you know they have no plans for these guys. It's time for Miz TV. Miz comes out and he says, "I'm banged up and I'm pissed off." I don't believe this for a second. He brings out Big Show. He tells Big Show that the rest of the locker room's stepping up to Triple H. Big Show needs to step up too. And Stephanie McMahon comes out. She says Miz is a disappointment, and they really just use him for appearances and radio shows, which is kind of true. And she tells Big Show to knock him out, and Big Show does. He doesn't cry this time. He doesn't even think about it. He just knocks his ass out. It's Randy Orton versus RVD, and the match was okay, but Orton snaps, and he starts throwing RVD into shit around the ring. They both get counted out. He exposes the barricade, backdrops RVD onto it, throws him into the stairs a couple of times, and then he hits the drop DDT off the top rope onto RVD. So RVD is completely laid out, And then during the break, Del Rio runs out, puts RVD in the arm breaker, and the officials have to pull him off. So I thought this was pretty good stuff here. I guess RVD is going to be taken out of the handicap match later on, though. And this makes me wonder, where were all the guys who were in the handicap match while this was going on? Why didn't they run out to help RVD? And Los Matadores will be debuting next Monday. Randy Orton hits on Brie Bella backstage, and he tells her that her goat-faced boyfriend will never be the face of the WWE, and she tries to ignore him. I thought she did a pretty good job here. Then we see AJ Lee, talking to Stephanie McMahon backstage. She's trying to get out of this Ten-Diva tag match, and Stephanie says that she's going to go out there and compete, or she'll find a new Divas champion. And then it's Fandango versus Santino. I thought this match lasted too long. Santino goes for the Cobra, and Summer Rae distracts him. Fandango lays him out with the leg drop and gets the win. So that was pretty much it. But I do like the fact that Summer Rae is getting over. It seems the past few weeks, every Fandango match, there's a Summer Rae chant. Okay, this was some pretty good stuff here. So CM Punk comes out and he cuts a promo. His entire promo is basically a love letter to Chicago. It lasted a very long time. I didn't really care for that part. But then Paul Heyman comes out singing, riding a rascal scooter, and this was just amazing. He puts down CM Punk, says he beat him, and he's getting ready to leave, and his scooter dies. He can't back up. He's trapped. So Punk goes after him. He gets jumped by Ryback and Curtis Axel, and he tries to fight him off, but they gang up on him, and Ryback puts Punk through a table, and then Ryback says, damn it, what did he say? Something, that's what happens to bullies, or something like that. But I thought this was great. It's the Ten-Diva tag match, and you got the Total Divas, then you got Alicia Fox, Layla, Oksana, AJ, and Tamina. Remember her? Let me see if I can remember everything that happened in this match, because it wasn't much. Starts off with Natalya and Alicia Fox. Alicia Fox beats her up. Natalya tags in Brie Bella. She goes off on Alicia Fox, knocks all the other divas off the apron, and AJ gets in, attacks Brie Bella. Brie hits her with a facebuster, gets the win. That was it. Pretty sure that was the entire match I just told you. So they brought out all 10 of these women, and only 3 of them were actually involved in the match. Or 4 of them. The Shield cuts a weird promo about how their backs are against the wall, but they're not afraid of this match, and it's what's best for business. Daniel Bryan comes out, and he says, what happened with the title is over. What's done is done. He's going to beat Randy Orton, and he's going to become the WWE Champion. And all these times that Triple H has tried to screw him over, and Randy Orton's tried to screw him over, after Battleground, there's going to be nothing they can do. And the Shield comes out, and then all of a sudden they get attacked by these 2 guys in black hoodies. And it's Goldust and Cody Rhodes. And I thought this was really cool. I like this. It was a surprise. And they attack the Shield, and then security carries them away. It was funny that Goldust painted his face for this attack, though. So the main event is the handicap elimination match. And the Shield pretty much dominates everybody. They just start eliminating. They eliminate like 5 guys right off the bat. But then again, this group consists mostly of jobbers, so I wasn't really surprised. But eventually, the babyfaces are able to eliminate Roman Reigns, and the place went nuts. That was pretty awesome, but it was still 11-on-3. I mean, of course, they're going to eliminate the Shield. It's set up for the Shield to lose. And it comes down to Seth Rollins, Dolph, Daniel Bryan, and the Usos. And they just beat the shit out of Seth Rollins. The other 2 Shield members come back. They beat them up too. and Daniel Bryan lays out Seth Rollins with the flying knee for the win. That's how the show ended. Overall, I think Raw was a pretty good show this week. I watched the entire 3 hours, and I didn't get bored. And for a 3-hour show, I think that says a lot. They had a lot of entertaining stuff this week. The main event was a good match. The fans were into everything all night. A great crowd. You had the Cody Rhodes Goldust stuff. One thing I didn't like was RVD was still in the fucking handicap match. Even after all that shit Randy Orton did to him, he was still in that match. Randy Orton must just be terrible at laying people out, because Miz was back and then RVD was in a match later on. But anyways, that's my review. Hope you guys liked the video. Leave your thoughts on the show in the comments, and thanks for watching.